Hi YouTube, today we're going to have a look at an external hard drive enclosure from CiT. This is a USB 3 enclosure. If we have a look at the back, we can see that it supports 3.5-inch SATA hard drives up to 2 terabytes. It has a USB 3 transfer rate of up to 5 gigabits per second. Supports hot swap plug and play. No drivers needed for Windows ME 2000 and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's just open it up and have a look what's inside. Okay, so first of all, we're presented with the enclosure itself. It's brushed aluminium or aluminum if you're over the pond in the States. On the front, it's just a plain plastic front, and on the rear, we have the USB 3 connector, a power switch, and the jack for the power. There's also an LED there as well. Underneath the cardboard, we have the user manual. Tells you how to install the drive. We have a USB 3 cable, which is type A to type B. We also have the power adapter, which, as this is a UK version, it comes with a UK plug. Also included is a screwdriver, which is an excellent touch because you can never find a screwdriver when you need one. We also have a bag of screws, and we have the feet as well. And that's everything. So let's get everything all set up. Okay, so first of all, what we'll do is the connector end, we'll undo the 2 screws either side, like so. And then what you do is you just slide the whole chassis straight out. Next up, we need to install a hard drive. Now, this hard drive is from my brother's PVR where the power supply died. He's going to try and rescue his films, and if that doesn't work, then we're just going to erase it and use it as a backup drive. Okay, so this is a 1 terabyte Seagate drive out of his PVR. You could also do the same if you have a Skybox or a Virgin Media box or anything else that has a hard drive in for recording your programs. If it does give up the ghost, then what you could do is take the hard drive out, put it into one of these, and then you've got yourself a spare hard drive for backup or storing your films or music on, or whatever you do on your computer. Okay, so out of the bag of screws, we need the 4 silver ones. And what we're going to do is we're going to use these to secure the hard drive to the chassis. Okay folks, so that's all 4 screws securing the hard drive into the chassis now, like so. Now all we need to do is slide it back into the casing. Bit more of a tighter fit now it's got a hard drive in. And then just pop the 2 screws back in, either side, there and there. Okay, so that's all done now. Optionally, if you wish to do so, these are the stand feet, and what you can do is on the underside of the drive, there are 2 more extra holes and there are 2 black screws remaining now. And you can fit those on and screw them into place. And also included with the feet are some sticky rubber pads which you put on after you put the screw in, stop it sliding around your desk, but we're not going to do that in this example. Next up is to plug it in, power it up, and see if we can access what was on there. Okay, so we now have the USB cable plugged in into the computer and the power supply plugged in and switched on. So now all we have to do is flick the power switch on the back, like so. There we have a blue LED to indicate that it's powered up. You can hear the hard drive spinning up. And it has now appeared on the desktop. So we'll go over to the desktop now. Okay folks, so here we are on the desktop. As we can see, the computer says the disk is not readable. do we want to initialize it? Not at the moment. What we're going to do is ignore that message, and on the Mac we'll go to Disk Utility, and here we can see the disk is separated into 3 partitions, and I've had permission off my brother that we can completely erase this. It doesn't matter about the content he had stored on here. So what we're going to do is we'll select the disk itself, we'll go to partition, we'll select one partition, we'll select exFAT because he needs extended FAT to be used on his Windows machine, and we'll apply that partition, and away we go. What we're going to do now is select Erase, and we'll select Security Options, and we're going to completely zero out the drive just once, and we'll select Extended FAT once again, Untitled, and Erase. Now this will take some time. Okay folks, as you can see, this is going to take a hell of a long time to do because it does zero every single bit on the hard drive. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cancel this, and then for those of you using Windows 7, I'll show you how to do it on there. Okay folks, so here we are on the Windows 7 desktop. I apologise for the camera angle. I haven't got any screen capture software for Windows 7, so if you could recommend me any, let me know in the comment section below. To access the partition manager on Windows 7, what we need to do is click on Start, right click on Computer, and then select Manage. And then when the computer management program opens up, what we need to do is click on Disk Management, which comes under Storage. I'll just put this into full screen. So here we can see now that drive C, this is obviously the boot drive. We have Windows on the NTFS partition, and then we've got a system reserve partition. And then our external drive we've just plugged in has now come up as drive E Untitled. And what you can do here is, if you right click on it, you can delete the volume like so. Now it says that it's unallocated and it's identified by a black stripe instead of a blue. We can right click on again, new simple volume. It opens up the wizard to do that. Then what we can do here is we can manually select how much room we want in a partition. The program automatically defaults to the maximum available. So we'll just click Next. Windows wants to assign the following drive letter, which is drive E, so yes. And then it's asking us if we want to format the volume with the following settings. So NTFS yes, allocation unit size default, and it will call it new volume. Just for simplicity, we will perform a quick format to save time. Click Next, Finish. So that's now formatting the drive. And there we go, that's complete now. New volume, drive E, and it is 931 gigabytes NTFS file format. Okay folks, so that is the CiT external hard drive enclosure, which is USB 3 compatible, also USB 2.0. Unfortunately, I do not have a machine that has USB 3.0 to test the speeds on this at all, but if you did want an amazingly fast external hard drive, then what I could suggest is you use an SSD in a 2.5 to 3.5 inch drive converter and put it in here, and running on USB 3, you will get some amazing file transfer speeds. I'll provide a link in the description below where you can purchase this from Amazon if you wish to do so. And as usual, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know.